Shock and Awe mini review. And at Monsterfest, I got to see the latest Joe Bigos movie, Jimmy and the Stig. This, of course, like every other Joe Bigos movie, this man loves a fluorescent moment. This movie honestly feels like it was filmed on blacklight, and I kind of wanted to shower and watch it again. But this feels like a really personal movie for him, mainly because he made it in his own apartment over about a 4-year period. It stars him playing Jimmy and Matt Mercer playing the Stig. It is about two friends who have lost touch and are now in the apartment during an alien attack, abduction attempt, and everything is getting messy, like really messy. This movie's thesis, when in doubt, add more alien blood. Everything is coated. In fact, he's still living in this house and there is still stains on the wall. But I thought this movie was interesting, not just because of the effects, which are really cool. Everything's in camera, everything's practical, but it also is, well, it feels like Bigos' most experimental movie to date. And as I said, his most personal, because of how it was made. This movie, again, going back to another one of his fluorescent blood movies, Bliss, which of course is vampirism and addiction, this also deals with an addiction, but it's also about the two sides of the same coin. One who is still an addict and reveling in the fact that he is doing copious amounts of cocaine and drinking a lot of vodka, while the other one is trying to stay sober during this madness. And it is about how, not a Jekyll and Hyde situation necessarily, but how addiction may change your personality somewhat, or when you're sober, you just have to kind of lock out the friends who are still addicted. But there's this kind of interesting tension between what happens if you're sober and what happens when you are not sober. But that does end up going away because Joe Bigos tends to practically destroy his apartment, destroy every alien, and it is very cool to watch, and it's probably the main reason why you watch this. It is so goopy, it is so intense, it just keeps going. I don't know how that place is still standing. Go see it.